Antron Brown and Marcus Burt. What else is there to say? It is the Pro 275 final. Mickey Thompson stepping up to the plate here on Pro 275. It has been a really, really awesome day all around in the class. Mickey Thompson in Precision Turbo, Pro 275.
Here we go. Florida no-time finals, back to the lanes, please. Florida no-time finalists, back to the lanes. And here we go. Man, you can set the stage right here for this one, my friend.
You could go 100 different directions. Of course, Antron Brown, competing for the first time in Pro 275 in his life, is in a final round. Can he pull it off? Marcus Burt has already run through one half of Team Bujinga. Can he take down the whole castle here today in a car that Manny used to own that was once known as Ted? It has since been repurposed, and Burt has been driving it to a #1 qualifier spot in low ET in virtually every round. Jamie Miller and crew behind Antron Brown, driving the Manny Bujinga-owned Mustang. Been fun to watch this guy. Even over the course of 3 days, we've seen him have to pedal this car, steer this car, drive this car, do things in the cockpit of this thing he would never even think about doing in a top fuel dragster. And for Marcus Burt, it's been kind of business as usual. They call him the Axeman for a reason. The consistency on the starting line has been near flawless, and the tune-up in the race car has been spectacular.
He has got all his guys out there that when he's racing in the radial world. His old Chevrolet Corvette, his crew chief down there, holding him in. Eddie and company. You look at him, give him a fist, pound on the hood, and say, go get some.
He won the U.S. Nationals earlier in the summer, early in the fall, and now he has a shot to win the Snowbird Outlaw Nationals. Antron Brown's 53. Burt's pulling down their top hits. It's Antron Brown!
Wow.
371.3. 201. Brown beats him. Burt's car falls off to a 373.0, and that is amazing. Antron Brown, a Pro 275 winner.
That is something else, man. Look at the mile per hour, almost identical at the end. 73, 71.3. Whole shot went to Burt, of course. The Axeman goes 039 to 053. Yes, that is a piece of history right there. That picture of that board, don't clear it. And unreal. #1, #2, that's the way you like to see it in drag racing. And Antron Brown, congratulations, out of Brownsburg, Indiana.
39 10,000ths of a second at the stripe. Brown was second to lead. Burt was 39. 60-foot time favored Antron by 13 thousandths. At the split, it was 200ths. At the finish line stripe, it's 200ths, meaning the differential after reaction time is 39 10,000ths. History made. Antron Brown, Manny Bujinga and team, congratulations. We need our slick tire finals. Just bring them in. Florida no-time final, you're rolling in there. We need our slick tire finals, all of them. If you're in a final round, you should be in the staging lanes. How about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Frosty. Larry Salvatore. Paul Gargas. Salvatore, a guy who has raced like stock and super stock, decided he wanted to go limited drag radial racing this year, got in this car and has driven it masterfully this weekend, #1 qualifier, and Paul Gargas, the defending event champion, trying to do it twice in a row.
I'm just saying I want to tell the story that Morgan told us, but it's going to take about a week and a half over here for the Summers Motorsports LS mechanical car in the left lane. A phone call. Look at him. No, that you were out fighting with a guy writing chapter 13 about how great you were. And that you've only been here since July, and yeah, you expect the rules to change a little bit. Here we go. Watch the Illinois base machine. Summers tuned. And Summers putting it all on the works to the record holder of Paul Gargas. Here we go. This is limited drag radial final. They're in. They're on. Here's the greens. Look at Gargas with a charge. Oh, and not enough, man. I thought he was going to go around him. Whew. Look at that drag race.
394.7 for Salvatore, beats a 394.9 for Gargas. Larry crushes the tree with a 35 light. Gargas is 86. Identical 60-foot times. 3:30 times within a single foul, and it really comes down to the reaction time advantage that Larry Salvatore bought himself. Well done, Larry. Well done, Steve Summers. Well done, team. Congratulations. Yeah, that was something else. The final rounds have been living up to the hype as Justin Palmer and Kenny Hubbard get ready to apply the trade of X275.
Or Chevrolet battle right here. I know one fireman that's got his fingers crossed right now as Kenny Hubbard gets ready to roll in here in the right lane. To Montgomery, Texas, the 1974 crash bumper year for the Chevrolet Nova. Get ready to watch the bump on the hood. Go to work. The number 2 qualifier, champion this year in the Duck X Games of Drag Radial.
Yes.
And found himself winning that championship.
Did it at the very, very, very possible end of the season. It was a dramatic finish, a dramatic championship, playing with some house money, and he's now going to try to play with a little more house money and take down Justin Palmer. They come into this final round separated by 3, count them, 0.03 of a second. Hubbard having lane choice, 4:19.2 to the 4:19.5 that Palmer ran.
Hubbard's in. Here we go. It looks like Palmer's in. Good race down to the stripe. It's going to be Kenny Hubbard. 4.16 seconds. 171 miles per hour. What a run. Congratulations to the Team Texan.
I know one guy who does not want to see this season end, and that's Kenny Hubbard. Another victory. Justin Palmer, Mike Des and team. 101.5 60-foot time. 274.2 to the split. It was between the 60 and 330 where Hubbard made the stronger move and came around on the backside of that run, beating Justin Palmer. Palmer and crew have nothing to be ashamed of. The Kenny train rolls along. Another victory in this late part of the 2022 drag racing year.
And the X275 keeps rolling along as they come to the line. 2 Ford Mustangs ready to go. The left lane backing up Sean Pevlar. Cincinnati, Ohio, 93 model Mustang with a 440 cubic inch power plant put him number 1 here this weekend at the Snowbirds. 446 to 150. And the right side, it's Eugene Rodriguez out of Tampa, Florida, your 92 model Mustang. 502, I believe, or 582 cubic inches down there in the right lane.
We are missing our no-time final. We need the no-time final immediately to the staging lanes. Florida no-time final to the lanes, please.
Here we go. Ultra Street.
Sean Pevler in the number 1 qualifier claim victory. Man, Pevler's not going to leave this one a chance. Puts nearly 200 between himself and Rodriguez, and at the stripe, it's Pevler.
Wow.
445, 153.95. Very well-run race by Pevler and the entire team. Eugene Rodriguez, nothing to shake a stick at, a 452.7, 155. But Pevler rose to the occasion again. A 36 light to Rodriguez's 53 set the tone on that one.
That was awesome, man. What a drag race. 45.52, Rodriguez. And the Tin Soldiers entry going back. Here is more action, and we go to 650 index. Rob Ward coming up out of Sanford, Florida, the 92 Chevrolet Camaro. He'll be over here on the left-hand side. Jay Adams, Yucca City, Florida, the 69 Firebird with a 477 will be in the right lane.
This the final in 650 index. And once again, all finalists need to be in the staging lane. All remaining finalists in the lanes. Jay Adams and Rob Ward now.
Florida no time to the lanes. We've got Pro Mod rolling to the lanes. Jason Lee getting pushed down there. This is going to be awesome, man. Good luck to both of them.
Little throttle up and down there. It's Jay Adams in the Pontiac. 653.
Nice.
Beats a 654.3 by 12 thousandths of a second. They left within a thou, 31 to 32.
That's very nice, man. The guy out there waxing his car, putting some black ebony on it. That Pontiac Friday, I watched him. He's over there. I go, that's got to be brand new paint. And look at this. He just paid for it here tonight. 5.3, 103 miles per hour. The 650 index. What do we got next, Gab? Florida, no time. We need you now. You're on the clock. Florida, no time. Everyone else is there in the lanes. Florida, no time.
And Jay Adams is going to take the quick way to the winner's circle. He threw that thing in reverse past the finish line, and he has said, hey, I'm not going to waste all this fuel idling through the pits. Congratulations to Jay Adams as he brings his 1969 Firebird back to the starting line. Kind of the Alan Kulwicki Polish victory lap, right, when he won back in the day?
Very nice. Beautiful car, by the way, young man. That is a good-looking car. That's the winner taking a winner's circle down there.
Pete Epler coming to you from the big end with our Pro 275 winner, Antron Brown. Antron, tell us about that run.
Oh, my God. That was a heck of a race. When that bad boy got in high gear, I looked over. I said, oh, snap. He's right there. Let's get to the end. But I tell you what, Fred, I ain't calling Fred. It's Frederica. She's a pretty car. She runs real good. And Manny and the whole Bajinga racing team has done an incredible job from everybody. Franny, who works on the car, Brooksy, Jamie, everybody that's helped out this weekend. My crew chief, Bryant and Brad's here, and Manny and Carlo. Carlo Calnato is my brother from another mother that put this all together with Manny and myself. And I can't thank Manny, little Manny, his wife, his whole family for just giving me this shot, man. This was like a cool deal to come out to. But right here, they didn't hook the big mouth bass. So you're going to see, hopefully we can make it happen. We can get out here and roll. We did it, bro.
Lots of excitement on the big end for Team Bajinga.
And Anthony Sellers coming around the corner. Sellers made his way to this final round. He just took the tree last time. They staged a car, shut it off, and backed it out. The TKM Performance sponsored 92 Mustang. And Troy Perez Jr., one of the driving forces behind this Florida No Time category, out of Plant City, Florida. And the Vendetta Mustang makes its way back. All right, so here we go. Final pair of No Time cars of the weekend. A little pat of the roof for Anthony Sellers' crew guy as he stepped away. And now we're going to have a burn down. Why not? The two drivers sitting in pre-stage. Perez going to wing the motor a little bit.
Street thugs. Oh, man, gotta love it. Make him earn it. Ford versus Chevrolet. At 7,000 RPM, everything's about to change. So you get ready to roll in there. Here we go. Anthony Sellers. Look at this. Chevrolet Malibu. Kenny, Willie. Ford gets him at the stripe. Anthony Sellers. Look at the fireman from New York. He's doing backflips up here.
Handsprings even as Sellers. It looked like Troy got a little bit of a jump on Sellers visually there, but man, Sellers' car, once that thing got a hold of the racetrack, it was gone. Pulled away from Perez at the top end of the racetrack, so congratulations to Anthony Sellers. Hard-fought, well-earned victory, and for Troy Perez, drove the wheels off that thing for the last couple of days. So drink water, the John Kazi powered Machine. You heard the clutches come in as the burnouts were completed. Voss wheelie bars and Voss racing engines along with Racelight lithium batteries and Chemplex Industries. Sealy Insurance Group, the sponsor for Allen Drinkwater out of Deltona, Florida. It is a pair of Floridians, fittingly, to battle it out here at Outlaw 632.
I like your point about the clutches, man. This is going to be good. Get to hear it all on the starting line when they turn green. And foots fly. Look at that purge.
And so Drinkwater, door open, crewman looking in the car, peeking over the top of the hood scoop like a guy sitting on a park bench peering over the top of a newspaper. I'm not seeing what that's. He's hiding like the end of.
Would you like a chocolate?
So Allen Drinkwater, Dylan Voss. Crew chiefs are away. Nobody's a peeping Tom on one side of a hood scoop. They're ready to let it fly out here. Manual transmissions, clutch pedals a pair. Red light start for Voss. It is Allen Drinkwater to claim victory in Outlaw 632. Goes 4:17.9170.
How about that? Voss saw the red even. I mean, he went out, saw the flash of red, got out of the thing, saved the parts and pieces. That 09 Cobalt just coasting down there, but 4:17, 170. Good call, Fire Marshal Rick. The Snowbirds, it is the Pro Mod $50,000 final. It is Maryland versus Ohio if you're talking about drivers. Cars would be Maryland versus California if you're talking about the automobiles. Jason Lee will be in the right side. The Coast Packing Company, PTP, Lines Custom Motorsports, ProCharge, Noonan, Powered Haul Tech, Liberty's Gears, Quick Drive, PTP Racing Tune, Chevrolet Camaro. And let it be known that both of them have brand new bullets underneath the hoods of these things.
Mad thrash on both sides to get in here. We know that Jason Lee went down the top of the racetrack. We saw the big backfire, if you will. It was a valve train failure that cost them a lot of work. For Jim Halsey, a nitrous motor running the ragged edge decided enough was enough. They had to go out there and put a fresh motor in this car. Annette Summer on the starting line watching on Jim Halsey's side. Of course she is. Nitrous chick through and through. For Jason Lee and the Coast Packing Camaro, it is a tall order here because Halsey's car has run the best it ran all week at night. His best qualifying runs were made in the dark.
But is it choice that some do use better motors? I mean, there's always that
right.
one.
No, I think your primary engine's always your primary engine, right?
So let's see how this thing, that'll be good to watch and see how well it runs right here. See how good two bullets that he carries with this thing, because he's rebuilt it twice, really, right?
We have seen great drag racing through Pro Mod all weekend long. We saw the Power Adders represented virtually equally in terms of their performance. To see a nitrous car take it out of centrifugal on a pretty equal footing here in a final round is spectacular. The screw blowers, the turbochargers out here, the roots blowers were used this weekend as well. It has been so fun to watch, and two great names here to square off in this $51,000 final round.
$51,000. Sorry, I shied him by $1,000, but here we go. Halsey goes to the top lights. Jason Lee follows behind. Now who's going to invite themselves for a carnation and a dance? Halsey says, come get some. Lee's in, lights are down. There they go, down to the eighth of a mile, and a win light comes up for Halsey. How about that? 362, 208.36. Your champion here at the Snowbirds.
Absolute brutality. Lee is 18 green. Halsey's 34. At the 60-foot mark, it is Lee 4,000ths quicker, so he's chewed up a little bit of that room. But then the move, you saw Halsey's car carry the front end through the mid part of the course, and that thing was absolutely up on the tire and gone. 244 to the split, 362.7 out the back gate, 208.36, more big eighth-mile speed out of that nitrous car. For Jason Lee, 246 at the split, 367.3 through the lights at 204.23. And that was a very appropriate way to end what has been a tremendous drag race here at Bradenton Motorsports Park.